Well, hello everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome back. Jiujitsu2000 here today. I'm back. And today I have another flashlight for you. I have an EDC flashlight from Lumintop. This is the tool AAA. I'm very excited about this one. Now I've used the tool AA light for quite a while. I love it. And then I picked up the EDC01, which runs on a AAA battery, and I love that one too. So curiosity got me, and I ended up picking up this tool AAA. Now this thing runs on a AAA battery as well, and it also has 3 modes of operation just like both of these. So let's take a look and see what's inside the packaging. First thing that you see, it says, "We'd love to hear from you. Thank you for your recent purchase of our Lumintop product." Blah, 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 right? So in the package, you can see right here, there is a diffuser. There's also 2 spare O-rings for the flashlight stuffed inside of that diffuser. Now these diffusers are pretty cool. They glow in the dark, and just for the sake of the video I will use the one from the EDC01 because I believe that the head is the same size. These are kind of like a silicone type material, and they work real good for setting this thing up like a little lantern. Now inside of here, my fingers are a little too big, but there is a keychain with a really nice carabiner. That carabiner has a heavy duty little spring on it. Thing's pretty tough, so I think that is going to hold up very well. Nice little split key ring there with a good carabiner on it. So that's pretty nice. And then last but not least, in the package you see the light itself. Okay, again there is the word Lumintop. Now what sets this apart from the EDC01 is the fact that you have a telcap switch, which I think is pretty cool. There's the TIR optic lens. It looks identical to the EDC01. Those lenses are the same. In fact, the heads look like they're the same. Of course the body is a lot different. But let's see if this diffuser fits on here, and yes it does. So that's pretty cool. Got the little diffuser that glows in the dark. Now this one has a belt clip. Now I'll be honest with you, that bend right there where my fingernail's trying to touch, see if I can get my little pin right there. That spot right there is vulnerable. If you pull this out too far, these clips are known to break right there. I'd like to make note of something right now, and that is the orientation of this clip, in my opinion, is in the wrong position, because I can't put this on my hat and use it as a headlamp. I would need the clip to be facing the other way. Now there is a spot, ground out right here for this to be changed, but what I want to find out is, does the battery tube, is it threaded the same on both ends? There's a look at the telcap switch, nice little spring there, and then of course looking inside of the light, there's a look at the battery tube and the head there. Now let's unscrew the head here, and you'll notice on each end of the battery tube there's an O-ring. They're black, so it's probably hard to see them, but there's O-rings on both ends. You can see it barely popping up right there. There's one of them. So there's one on each end. So to change the orientation, I'm going to hope that these are threaded the same, which looks like they are. Lumintop did a really good job. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So there it is. That's what the light looks like. Now let's go ahead and look at the owner's manual real quick. I've studied this a little bit before shooting this video just now, I kind of played with it and looked at the manual. And I want to go to this page right here. So you can see here all the specs. So if you want to pause your screen, feel free to do that. It gives you all the rundown of the light. A couple things I want to make mention of is, of course, the modes. So you got low of 5 lumens, which will last 36 hours. That's the exact same run times as this EDC01. Exact same lumen level and exact same run time. 36 hours, that's a pretty good amount of time. Then you can go to medium, 32 lumens for 4 hours of run time. Then you can go to high, and this is where it's interesting because the EDC01, this guy right here, on high, they claim 120 lumens, where this one, the Tool AAA, they say it's 110 lumens, but it'll run for 30 minutes. Where this one says it's 120 lumens for 30 minutes. But then when you come down here and you look at the candela rating of 553, the EDC01 has the exact same candela rating. So I don't know if that's a typo or what. And the distance of throw is also 37 meters on this one and the EDC01. So I'm kind of guessing that that might be an oversight on their part or a typo or something. Now this is impact resistant down to 1.5 meter, and it's IPX8 waterproof underwater to 2 meters. The length of the flashlight is 78 millimeters, and it's 14.4 millimeters in diameter, and that's 3.07 inches by 0.57 inches. Now if you want to weigh this thing, it's a little bit heavier, comes in at 13.5 grams or 0.48 ounces. That does not include the battery. Now obviously this light runs on a single AAA battery. Now this next part right here, working voltage, this is important. 0.9 to 1.5. So what does that tell me? That tells me that I do not need to place the 10440 batteries in here. They operate at 3.7 volts, and if you put one of those in here, you have a good chance of the light being real bright for just a second and then it'll never work again. So to turn it on and off and go through the modes, I'll talk about all that here in this video. In fact, right here, look at this chart. It says AAA nickel metal hydride 1.2 volts, you can use them. AAA alkalines 1.5 volts, recommended. 10440s, what I just said just a second ago, lithium ion 3.7 volt, forbidden. Now that does not mean that you cannot use lithium ion AA's, or excuse me, AAA's. If you can find lithium ion AAA batteries that operate at 1.2 or 1.5, you're good to go. So now let's put a battery in here. I have just a standard Duracell battery. I'm going to insert the positive in towards the head of the flashlight, and let's screw the tail cap on, the tail cap switch. Another thing that comes to mind right now is they do offer a magnetic tail cap that does not have the switch. So if you want to treat it, the light, like an EDC01 and just twist the head on it, you can. Okay, so to turn the light on, it's very simple. We push this button, the light comes on. Okay, now from what I've noticed, if you look at the beam on that box there, that gives us a pretty good little place to place the beam. You can change modes by doing like a half press, like a momentary kind of thing. And you'll see there's the low setting. And if I do it again, there's the, what I think is medium. Okay, that was high, now we're on medium. Low. High, medium, low. Now you can also switch modes by holding the body of the flashlight and turning the head. There's high, there's medium, and there's low. Now another thing that you can do to turn this flashlight on and off is to leave the tail cap switch alone and just twist the head just like you would on this EDC01. So you would turn the light on just like that. There's medium, there's low, there's high. Medium, low, high. There's a green O-ring on that TIR lens there. Underneath there, you can see it. That also glows in the dark. So I'm going to go to high here for a second. I'm going to kind of smother some of that light in there. And then when I turn it off, if you look at that green in there, you can see that green glowing. And then this part, this diffuser, that works pretty good. So if you don't want to blind everybody by shining the light in their face, but maybe you want to hang this from a tent or something, it works as a really good night light. And again, there's two ways to change modes. You can twist the head and cycle through the modes, or you can half press the tail cap. High, medium, low. And then when you turn it off, this glows. See that? That's pretty cool, ain't it? So folks, I want to say thank you for joining me today on this video of the Lumintop Tool AAA flashlight. I really like it. I've been using the Tool AA, and it operates the same way. You can turn it on, and then you can twist the head on this one too. There's medium, there's high, there's low, medium, high. Now the cool thing about this one is it will run higher capacity batteries. You can put the 14500s in here, which operate at 3.7 volts. And when you do that on this model, the AA model, you'll get 8 lumens on low, you'll get 95 lumens on high, on medium, and 550 lumens on high. It's pretty crazy. So with all that being said, again folks, thanks for stopping by. Please feel free to leave the comments down below, like this video, share this video, and as always, we'll talk to you next time. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for stopping. Bye.